This is Cool back again for another video. This WWE2K14 review. And this game is the best in the series thus far. Forget the haters, forget everything you heard negative. It's a great game, great roster, great gameplay. I'm loving it. I play more in this game than I have in any other wrestling game. I'm a very advanced player. I play all the time. Um, so if you're good, you ain't no cheap stuff. Go ahead and get at me on it. PSN, DC2Cool, the DC2Cool on Twitter. All caps. And link will be in the description. My PSN ID will be in the description. I'm sure you probably see it in the background. But let's jump right into the game. Let's go ahead and jump right into the game. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the online play. Right into it. The online play is smooth, fast, responsive, better than it ever has been. The online play is very good this year. I see little to no lag at all. I haven't really experienced no lag. I've played quite a bit. Like I said, I play this game online more than I have any other previous games because it's so much better than its predecessors. And sure, I see some glitches or some bugs every blue moon. It's very far and in between. Very far in between. But it's not. It doesn't break the game. It doesn't break the game. It's not to the point where it's like unplayable. So it's not a perfect system. It's not a flawed system, but it works better than it ever has been. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be having a good, smooth game for the most part. Community creations along with that is great. It's been updated as well. So in previous years, you went to get the person to download them, and take you all the way back to the beginning of community creations. Now it's thinking of the past, finally. So when you go to download that person, you preview their, the character and everything. You look at their attires. You go back to that screen where you had that actual character or wrestler preview that, or the actual spot where you were at. And if you go back beyond that, you're exact same spot you were before you even previewed the actual character. So it's been cleaned up. It's finally where it should be at. Not just where I need it at, where everybody needs it at, where it should be at. And I'm a big fan of pro wrestling in general. And this game does, serious job storytelling. So we're going to go ahead and get the storytelling, which is 30 years of WrestleMania mode, which everybody knows about. It's the new thing. It's big, it's hot, it's new, it's in, it's right now. And it delivers. Sure, there's some matches you could say should have been in there, such as Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, which have been beautiful. I'd love to see that. But obviously, Angle's contract with TNA, he has beef with the WWE, and there's no way you can get him in the game unless you sign a Legends deal or something, like Hogan, because he was able to get him on his contract with TNA, Legends contract. But they have names of people who I've been waiting to play with, like people, for example, Ultimate Warrior, who I've never played with in the video game other than created, who I've been waiting to play with since as long as I can remember. I've been able to play with him. And Goldberg, who I've been able to play with since Here Goes the Pain, 10 years ago. So, a lot of people waiting for him. Huge card. Roddy Piper, he is in the game in the new Superstar Heads mode. But we can talk more about that in a minute. But the story mode delivers. The little details are there. You got The Rock coming out with his, WrestleMania 28, or was it 27? 27, excuse me. 27, when Miz versus John Cena, he actually has this awesome entrance, which is freaking sweet. The big bold, letters stuff on the stage. You see WrestleMania 27, you know what I'm talking about. He has that, and Rock comes out and everything, and the detail, man. He actually comes out. He's, actually have him linked up, synced up with the mic and his words and everything. Exactly what the promo he gave when he came out there and stuff on the stage, walked out to the ring. The WrestleMania moment is, him giving the rock bottom to Cena, obviously, for the Miz to capitalize. And so the details are there. There's only a couple small things in there they messed up on. They actually have Paul Heyman in the game, too, as well, which is pretty cool. And he's with CM Punk at WrestleMania 29. He was a heel. Not 28. 28 he was a face versus Jericho, which is great. But let's talk about 28 first, then 29. So 28, Jericho, of course, Y2J, he had his best in the world title on versus CM Punk. I want to say Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho versus CM Punk, and CM Punk had long hair, the slick back hair. He had 13, the best in the world shirt. They didn't have that. They just had him coming out with And that's the best of world shirt. This is his trunks. Actually, it was the modern day, like, well, not modern day, but the version they have of him standard in the game, which really annoyed me a little bit because it's like, come on, man. You couldn't have went, put the model. I mean, you just have that model last year. You couldn't just, reskin that model and put it back on him. Because pretty much that's where he faced him in. So that sucked. And along with that, Jericho's tire was all jacked up too. It was just his attire he had 13. With the little hook things, whatever he has. Just say Jericho wasn't his best in the world WrestleMania 28 attire, which really made me upset because Jericho, I think, has the best attire in pro wrestling today. With him in that light up jacket, which also wasn't in the game. The first version was in 13, or not the version with all like the red and blue. He wore WrestleMania 28 and he's been wearing this year. So that's kind of lazy. I was a little upset by that. Especially when you got the 5, 6 versions of The Rock, WrestleMania 16, 17, 18. Different movies, different songs. That's a slap to the face if you ask me. You could get 2 versions of Jericho right, because he doesn't have his Y2J 2013 attire as well. His standard is just the Jericho version he had in 13, those trunks, which is slap to the face to me. Big slap in the face. And WrestleMania 29, CM Punk's with Paul Heyman, which is pretty cool. He's doing his entrance and everything. Paul Heyman's just on the side, like a regular manager in the game. I wish they actually had, even just for that WrestleMania, that actual WrestleMania moment, or not moment, but, like the special interest where he'll actually, look at his watch or whatever. Paul Heyman actually reach over, and, he'll go, okay, like he always does on TV. I think that'd been pretty cool. Even if it was just for that mode, that'd been pretty cool to see that interaction. Nice if it was actually his own interest, It'd be cool. It'd be cool if they just had that interaction, but the fact he's in there still, he's still with him, it's still cool in of itself. So, but the trunks he has on is the purple and black and gray. And I don't know what it is, but his kick pads or something look too big for him or something. It look a little off. I don't know. His actual regular model is fine or whatever. But those kick pads in that mode or whatever look a little off. I don't know. I don't remember him looking like that. It was weird, but so a couple of tire issues. Like Randy Orton, there was no Retro Orton. Him versus Cena and him versus Triple H got Triple Threat, with the old music, so they have the old music in the game, but they don't have the Retro Orton without all the tattoos on his arm, the sleeve tattoos, and the higher hair, for when you have it, growing out or before you start shaving it or cutting it low. So that's kind of stuff to face as well. I don't understand how you get again 5 versions of The Rock, 3, 4 versions, whatever, and what 3, 4 versions of Austin, like at least 7, 8 versions of Hogan, 4 or 5 versions of Macho Man. They're different attires. I mean, they have some detailed attires, especially Macho Man. So I love the detail there, the authenticity. But how do you not get the current day guys? It's kind of rough, just I don't know, bias or I don't know what to say. I mean, but it is what it is. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't take away from the game. It's just one of those things. It's just like it should have been in there. Why? But some of the new features, Superstar Heads. Superstar Heads is the feature I'm sure everybody's seen or heard about, where you have actual superstars body type in the head by default. In this feature, Chris Jericho, Triple H, Undertaker, Cena, top guys, pretty much top talent in the company, and you can create any attire you want on them. So that's pretty cool as a way to stay updated and switch stuff up. So you can make the Y2J 2013, you make the best in the world attire, but it's just the fact for that particular character, Jericho, it already should be in the game. You know what I mean? It's just the principle. But I'm not that good. I can't lie. I'm not that good at creations. So I like that. I'm okay. So thank God for the community creations. I'll be able to download somebody's version who created, and you can add it on to actual alternate costume for the actual real player or character or wrestler, whatever you want to call them. Or you can save it as your own custom superstar. And the custom superstars have been increased from 50 to 100, which is also beautiful. There's also the ability to the music jukebox. You actually listen to a custom soundtrack and your actual main menu. As you're picking game types, whatever the case may be. It only works offline. You can only pick one song, but it's a start. But it'd be nice if they actually had went more, with that. But it's a start now. I really enjoy that because sometimes you don't want to hear wrestlers' things. And it's nice that they also have the skip button. They don't have a skip button, but it's a start. It's a start. It's a little feature, but I'm happy about it. Um, Again, it's a really good game. I'm going to talk about the gameplay now. So the gameplay is what all matters at. You can see some of the Christian modes and stuff for yourself. I'm not going to tell it all because I'll be here all day. Because a lot of it's been touched up, a lot of it's been enhanced, and go play it for yourself. But to the gameplay, gameplay is smooth. It's good. Um, I mean, it's been cleaned up from 13. There are way less bugs in here. They done some fine tuning for sure. Consider the fact they didn't have to make a new graphics engine like that much, or put that much detail into the graphics engine. Because with the whole THQ going out of business and 2K getting a new contract and the rights and everything in February, they really had time to worry about a new engine, which is fine because next gen is PS4 and Xbox One anyway, so whatever. But the gameplay is really good, really good. The new animations look nice. Wake up times have been tweaked. New Trouble in Paradise. Finally in the corner, he runs with it. You know, um, so animations look better than ever. They look great. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. The gameplay, man, this is the first time in a wrestling game where the actual difficulty is actually pretty hard. I'm an advanced player. I usually just run through legendary difficulty on down. It's nothing for me. Legendary difficulty in this game, good God, man, I'm telling you, they reverse everything. They go for pins. They submit you. It is no joke. You finally see a difference. It's you definitely. If you're a high quality player or a high caliber player, you're gonna notice a difference for sure. Especially now take a streak mode. That streak mode ain't no joke. I'm telling you. So they finally got that about right. So it still could use some fine tuning a little bit because it's almost like they reverse a little too much. It's almost cheap sometimes. But for the most part, it's pretty fair, and it's almost like playing a real person sometimes. It's really good. So difficulty wise, you're in for a treat there. If you're an advanced player, or if you're not even that good at the game, you'll get good and learn the reversals real quick if you want to survive in that legend difficulty. I'm telling you right now, especially in that street mode, ain't no joke. Um, but yeah, the graphics also, I'm going to go ahead and talk about those as well. Graphics look great. I don't care what nobody say. Forget the haters. Look, the graphics have a lot of detail on the models. Look a lot better. I mean, characters like The Rock look just like The Rock. Cena looks, more detailed. Characters have more details and stuff into them, their clothing, or the creases, just the things that they do, little gestures, as far